Today, I will be teaching my Furby to drive, no matter what it takes. But why? Well, driving can be pretty difficult. I mean, there are so many knobs and buttons, and my feet get kinda cramped, and the seatbelt keeps chafing my neck, and my tummy kinda hurts. It's just not a good time. I just wish someone else could drive me around, like my own personal chauffeur. Basically, I want someone to drive me around, and I think I know just who. Meet noo-tah, my Furby that has been living in my closet for the past 6 years. Last semester, I took them to class with me, and let's just say that the college life was not for them.
Laptops.
Do you see its eyes?
Yeah, I thought
like
soulless.
However, I have a hypothesis that Furbies are drawn to adventure rather than the monotony of schoolwork, and that's why I think that driving a vehicle made for humans might be just what noo-tah needs to make them truly satisfied. And that's why in this video, I plan on turning my Furby from this to this. Oh, my ride is here. I need to make this happen. But before I do that, just a quick word from today's sponsor. Haha, just kidding, I'm not big enough to have a sponsor. Yet. You can change that. So if you're enjoying this video so far and would like to see more, please consider subscribing and checking out some of my other quality content. It's free and it would really help me out a lot. Now back to the video in which I taught my Furby to drive. Now, to explain really briefly for those who don't know, Furbies are basically these toys that were created in the late 90s as kind of a virtual pet. But unlike the Tamagotchis and Webkins of that era, Furbies were able to move around physically, kind of like a robot. Fast forward to the modern day and people are starting to trust self-driving cars a lot more than they used to. At least most people. So I propose that if we as a society are willing to let AI drive our 2-ton death machines as they drive down the road, why can't we just let this little guy control it too? So that's what we'll be testing in this video. But first, is it even legal? When you look at the requirements for a driver's license in the state of Texas, which is the state that I live in, there's technically no species restriction, which is kind of a win for us. But unfortunately, you need other things like US citizenship, Texas residence, and a social security number. All things that are notably difficult to obtain, even as a human. So maybe the legal route isn't the way to go, but I'm not quite ready to give up hope just yet. You see, I live in America, the land of the free, and we've accomplished a lot of things that people thought impossible just because we had the freedom to do it. So I say, if we can create the Taco Bell KFC Pizza Hut combo, we can do anything we put our minds to. If we can build the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid, the 9th largest pyramid on Earth, we can teach a Furby to drive. So let's get right to it. Yeah, I don't really think this is gonna work. Okay, so we may have a slight issue with the Furby thing. First of all, Furbies don't have arms, which means that it's gonna be a little more complicated to turn the steering wheel. In fact, the only moving... Okay, chill out. Chill out. Basically, the only moving appendages that my Furby has under its mouth are its ears and also its feet, or maybe just the bottom of it moves, I don't know. Also, a major problem with the current way we're attempting to drive is that my Furby cannot see the road. Now, it's debatable if Furbies actually can see anything because their eyes are just screens, but I want my Furby to have the best view of the road because we're all about safety here at elijonestv. The Furby height thing is honestly going to be a pretty easy fix because, as you can see, I have this napkin thing and... Sorry, noo-tah. Basically, I have this napkin thing and I can just set noo-tah on top of it and the road is in noo-tah's direct line of sight. What are your thoughts on this, noo-tah? And for the steering wheel and gas pedals, I have an idea of how I'm gonna fix that, but I need to get a little more creative. Basically, I'm thinking I can use this and maybe like tape it to my Furby's legs for the gas pedal. We're all about safety here at elijonestv. And for the steering wheel, I think that this dental floss will have to do. So let's get it set up. All right, I think I've finished it, but it actually looks so scuffed.
Is this the future of self-driving cars? I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright, so my Camry is started, the Furby is hooked up, and I guess it's time to wake up, noo-tah. Okay, much better. Now, anyways, it's connected, but I think a critical error that I realized is that I actually can't put the car into neutral or reverse or anything because I need my foot on the brake pedal. All right, I'm about to go put the car in neutral, so just a quick reminder to never try this at home. Just don't, okay? And noo-tah, wake up. We need to be awake for our drive. It's time to go. Push on the gas. All right, I'll get us started, okay? Oh no.
So that was kind of a disaster. I think this should have been obvious from the beginning, but I don't think we can really trust the motors and the ears and the feet to really make any judgment about how the Furby should drive. But as I was reflecting on this, I thought back to what I said about the Furby's moving parts. Basically, the only moving appendages that my Furby has under its mouth. That's right, I was completely ignoring the thing that Furbies use the most, their mouths. So instead of letting noo-tah control the steering wheel or gas, I'll just listen to what they have to say. And basically, this means that whenever noo-tah is talking, I'll put my foot on the gas, and whenever they stop talking, I'll take it off. And I'm gonna let my hands be in charge of the steering wheel for safety reasons. And also, if you're wondering where I am right now, I'm just in this giant empty parking lot. I really didn't want to put anyone else in danger, so, yeah. Anyways, let's get to driving. All right, time to buckle up, I guess. Okay, wake up. 3, 2, 1. I love the chase and the hunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take one and I always get it. Don't need a bank, no, I'm running. I guess they're not talking anymore. noo-tah? Okay, you gonna say anything? I appreciate it. We're just kind of cruising on neutral right now. I think this has been driving with my Furby. I don't think I would really recommend it, to be honest. At the end of the day, I learned a valuable lesson. No matter how hard I tried to teach my Furby to drive in one day, it was ultimately impossible. And that's okay. I remember back in the 10th grade when I myself was in driver's ed, and I personally made a lot of mistakes, especially for someone that could see the road and reach the pedals. And with that being said, it would be unfair of me to expect a 6-inch tall toy with no arms or legs to get it down in one day. noo-tah was trying their best, so I chose to reward them with the food that y'all kept telling me that Furbies ate last time. That's right, fingers. Could I just get one chicken finger? Yeah. And just because you worked so hard today and you deserve it, I got you a chicken finger. Aww. This feels... Ew, this is disgusting. Wait, noo-tah, I think there's one more thing I can do to help you drive. And this time it might be foolproof. Come on, you can do it. You did it. Yeah! You did it, noo-tah. You learned to drive. Congratulations.